You always hope that those closest to you will stand by you, don't you? You kind of count on them being there when everybody else might disappear. You rely on those you love not giving up on you even when you muck up big style. But especially, you rely on them being there when you're in any kind of trouble. If those we love then let us down, if they bail out and turn away from us at the very point we need them, then it cuts us to the quick, doesn't it? And it scars us forever, leaving us feeling betrayed and wondering too who, if anyone, we can trust. Tonight we see friends whose friendship is cracking. But is there enough there for them to stick together when it matters most?
Jesus was at Bethany, a guest of Simon the leper. While he was eating dinner, a woman came up carrying a bottle of very expensive perfume. Opening the bottle, she poured it on his head. Some of the guests became furious amongst themselves. "That's criminal! A sheer waste! This perfume could have been sold for well over a year's wages and handed out to the poor." They swelled up in anger, nearly bursting with indignation over her. But Jesus said, "Let her alone. Why are you giving her a hard time? She's just done something wonderfully significant for me. You will have the poor with you every day for the rest of your lives. Whenever you feel like it, you can do something for them. Not so with me. She did what she could when she could. She pre-anointed my body for burial. And you can be sure that wherever in the world the message is preached, what she did is going to be talked about admiringly." Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the cabal of high priests, determined to betray him. They couldn't believe their ears and promised to pay him well. He started looking for just the right moment to hand him over.
When you know where the story is headed, it can be hard to understand why Jesus' closest friends chose to get upset with him when a woman completely unasked chose to pour perfume over his head. Perhaps she made the others in the room feel uncomfortable, or perhaps their newfound spiritual popularity made Jesus' friends feel the need to be morally superior. What a waste! Couldn't the perfume have been sold? Think of the food it could have bought, the families it could have fed. But it is the annoyance that goes along with it that really grates. Even the best of friends can have differences of opinion, but they don't need to fall out. Mind you, Jesus' friends aim their anger not at Jesus, but at the woman. Typical. It is the woman's fault. But Jesus is the one who responds to their moans, and he does so by expressing the beauty of the moment, the kindness and generosity, and by hinting again at what lies ahead for him. Don't spoil this, he's saying to his friends. Please, I need this. But still they don't get it. Those closest to Jesus are unable to sense the sadness in Jesus' heart and in his soul. Instead, they glare at the woman and whisper about Jesus. And Judas, spurred on by the righteous indignation he witnesses, decides to negotiate a price for Jesus' life. Think of what the money could buy. Lord Jesus, it is frightening how wrong people can get things. It is scary how your people especially can decide that we know better than you. Teach us to be more like the woman, and instead of deciding what we think you should do and be, help us to do the simpler and far more difficult thing of sitting with you, to wait on you, to let you speak. Help us, Lord Jesus, to give you your place. Ride on, Jesus. Ride on. Though we wonder why you would want to, when we are so horribly selfish.